Paul Perillo was on yesterday with Felger and Maz. It was Perillo, Big Jim, and Maz. Maz! He thinks the Drake Maye hype is... By the way, he's a Drake Maye guy.
Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the fan club. I issued him his membership card.
Nice.
It's all good. He thinks that there's an overreaction with the hype on Drake Maye over the last several days.
I agree with him.
And he also thinks that it's been too much each way. We have that, T-Bone? Fire.
Gross overreactions both weekends. On the first game, I think the frustration came from me was that he only played 6 plays. Not because, well, geez, he can't play. I didn't read into that and say he's not ready. Like, that's where the overreactions all came from. It's like, to Jim's point, it's the darkest weekend since the wild card of 19, which is awesome, Jim. I mean, it just encapsulates him perfectly. The frustration to me was more with, okay, I know you have a plan, but how can your plan not include getting your rookie quarterback as many reps as possible? If you were one of those guys that were sitting there saying they need a quarterback, they took a quarterback with the 3rd overall pick, you saw glimpses of why. You saw hope. There was hope last Thursday night against Philadelphia. You saw some things that he did. I thought they did a really nice job of sort of giving him some things that he was more familiar with from college and whatnot. I thought that was a great move to get him a little bit more comfortable, and there was hope there. And I think to sit there now, you asked what was it like Friday after that Eagles game? From Friday to now, all I hear is, Drake Maye has to start. What are we doing? Brissett can't play. Like, this is all about Drake Maye and when they think he's ready to play. This isn't about Jacoby Brissett. This is about Drake Maye. They have to figure out when he's ready to play, and they have to figure out how fast that can happen.
Paul Perillo, yesterday, right here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Such a great take, we had to play it again. I think he's right. I think he hits the nail right on the head. Drake Maye, as Tim McCone told us yesterday, should not play because Jacoby Brissett stinks.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Drake Maye should play when Drake Maye's ready to play. That's when Drake Maye should play. And I would agree with the overall point. There has been a big overreaction to what Drake Maye did on Thursday night.
That's what we do. That's what people do. Like, you get excited over seeing a young potential franchise guy. But I kept telling people this, like, you got to remember also who he's playing against. They didn't play a lot of starters, did Philly. If they played that Carter kid, he would have been destroyed. You think that hit the Vidarian Lowe gave up from that left side was vicious? It would have gotten a lot worse. It would be like Mac Jones when he played the Dallas Cowboys and he almost got decapitated from that right side. And it's also a big part of how uneasy Jacoby looked in the game. Like, again, I told you, if I was doing the color on the radio, I'd have been, ooh, something's not right here with Brissett.
I don't think that's what it's about. I really don't.
I think it's a combination of it.
I don't think it is, and I'll tell you why. I think that people want the hope that Paul Perillo is talking about. It's not about Jacoby Brissett for them.
It isn't.
It's about, we wanted to draft a quarterback. We need a franchise quarterback. There were signs of there being a franchise quarterback on the field on Thursday.
Right.
And so that's what I think it's about.
No,
I don't think it's about Jacoby Brissett.
No, I do. But
because I think it's about the next 5 years, not the next 5 months.
I agree to an extent, but it's also my point of the 53. You've got to convince those 53. We're putting the best guy out there right now. If Jacoby
I think you're
continues to
taking
struggle,
a micro view of this. I'm taking the macro on this, man.
Well, I live week to week, day by day.
You know what? You got to be versatile here. We do both.
No, like
that's why. Listen, we can't talk Drake Maye every day doing the micro. We got to do both. We got to do both, Zoe.
Yeah.
I think it's a bigger picture thing,
and it's more to your point. Like, so I guess Van Pelt went to him and asked, "Hey, what are you comfortable with?"
About freaking time, Van Pelt.
So I guess part of that RPO run read for the touchdown, the 4-yarder, Drake likes those. So he called it for him.
Would have been awesome if he did that like in May.
That's what you're saying. That's to your point. Like, damn, you didn't get him ready with his stuff. Like, Bo Nix has run a lot of stuff they ran in Oregon. That's what Sean Payton's doing. Quick stuff. Quick bang stuff. Move the pocket. Move the sticks. Caleb Williams, they built it after him. They went and got big receivers, and they drafted one. They paid for one in free agency, and they drafted Rome. So it just feels like Drake's still on the outside look. Drake is still on the outside looking.
Well, I'll tell you what I think Paul is overrating. He said that all he's been hearing is you got to start Drake Maye week 1. I don't think so. And you know me.
Yeah.
I love Drake Maye. I don't think you should start him week 1. Do you think he's ready to start?
No.
I don't think he is. I think they're still better off week 1 and week 2 and at least a few more weeks beyond that with Jacoby Brissett as their starter.
That's who you're getting.
And I think that's a good plan. I don't think that's a bad plan. And I would not be playing up this whole competition thing the way that Gerard Mayo seems to be intent on doing. I get it. He's trying to get Jacoby going.
Yeah, that's how you poke guys. You know?
But did you hear Jacoby Brissett yesterday?
I'm the starter. I prepare as a starter. It's starting to be a little bit of a.
He's getting his back up a little bit.
This
not a
isn't
bad thing.
This isn't March. Hey, it's a great situation. You know, they're drafting a guy. We got a great room. Again, one guy plays, baby. One guy plays that position. You think Bledsoe is helping Brady? No. They're friendly now. They were not friendly then. One guy plays.
I know. I thought we were going to get a Bledsoe next question in there from him or something.
Neil O'Donnell and I did not eat together in Maryland. One guy plays, man.
Yeah.
You want that spot. You compete for it. And I think that's what Gerard wants to see Drake do too. Just like Jacoby perked up, got the back all up on it. Drake should, hey, can I go to him, say, hey, can I get more reps at the ones? Just ask him, you know? Don't just accept 2 for now. And they're not going to play him until they see that transfer. Hey, I want to be the guy. I want to be the guy. He knows he's going to be the guy. But the worse Jacoby plays, the more they're going to expedite these things because the players are going to want the better guy to play. So that's why I think it's imperative that Jacoby goes out there and plays well, but just gets through the game, manage the game well. No crazy picks, no fumbles, no misreads. Don't be jumpy in the pocket. Settle the team down. So you're confident that in 2 weeks you're able to game plan and go play Cincinnati. And they're all orange uniforms, so little cute orange uniforms. They're going to look like oranges out there. You see that, McCone? They're wearing their color rush.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should wear the all blue. Blue and orange. What color does that make if you make some sort of green, right? Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So I do think that the reaction of Thursday has been a little over the top.
It's been crazy.
And I thought it was crazy the way people dumped on him the week before and assumed that it was because he couldn't play. That was absurd to me as well.
Yeah.
That's why when I came on Friday, McCone, when I did my check-in, Cattle's wondering if I was surprised or shocked by anything I saw from Drake Maye. And I said, no, there's nothing Drake Maye did in that game that I didn't think he was capable of, having watched extensive UNC football over the last 2 years on UPN 38, if that's what it's still called.
But if you're a fan and you hadn't been down
Fan
there,
Gourmet's on that, right?
Yeah,
I watch that for Fan
Is
Gourmet.
it still UPN? What are we? Just Channel 38 now.
Channel
It's not
38.
UPN anymore.
TV 38.
TV 38, yeah. Little TV 38 ACC action. Yeah, you were saying.
No, if you're a fan and you haven't been down to training camp at all, and all you're hearing is, oh, he exclusively works with the twos. He's only getting 7 snaps in the first preseason game. Yeah, I think you lower the bar a little bit for Drake Maye. So when you see it in week 2, like, wait, this kid actually looks like he can play, all of a sudden you get really excited about what you're actually seeing there.
I also have, as I've told you multiple times, the people who have been very down on him for what they saw from him in practice, I think have been dead wrong. And I said all along, I'm like, dude, you can't get any sort of evaluation on a guy who has no time to do anything, is working with a bunch of guys who probably don't belong in the NFL, that are practice squad material. They can't block. He has no time to do anything, no time to think, no time to process, no time to throw. I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't think those are exactly quality reps that are worth gauging a guy on.
No, you're right.
Right?
Totally.
And now I think that's been proven true. I feel validated.
Yeah, he wasn't committing
like
all the critical errors to where he gets crushed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you remember the Mac Jones year that summer, and people want that. So you could see comparatively that he's overtaken the veteran starter.
I think it was like day 2. He threw a brutal pick.
Oh, yeah, left flat.
Right?
Screen pass.
And
He tried to throw it away, and he threw a pick.
That was the one time where I'm like, oh, well, that's stupid, Drake Maye. Don't do that. Like, that was the one time I remember feeling like, oh, that's not a good mistake. Yeah, that was a month ago now. Yeah. That's how far removed we are from that. And it was one play, one bad mistake. But I'm not playing him week 1. I'm not changing my tune on that. Jacoby Brissett should be their starter week 1. And that's why he's here, to fall flat on his face and make all the mistakes and have a quarterback controversy.
Just wait till later. Just don't do it early. You're going to expedite it.
Talk about every freaking day. every day. We had a caller yesterday who brought up, how do you get free agents if you don't play the kid and show him off? That's apparently something that we should be thinking more about. Is Drake Maye going to be a draw at some point?
Yeah. Who's the receiver? Who was the receiver from Tennessee? Slot guy. I think it was a white kid. He was coming to New
Humphreys.
England, but was afraid of Brady's
Adam
years
Humphreys.
that were left.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Adam
Yeah.
Humphreys.
Oh, Adam Humphreys. He went to Buffalo, right?
Tennessee, I think, right?
Or Tennessee. Or he's coming from one of them.
Yeah.
But I was stunned. Like he didn't want to come play with Brady. I'm like, how do you not want to go play with Brady? Wow, the money's the same and you're going elsewhere? That's weird.
Because he's a dimwit.
Dimwit.
Yeah.
Like Brady's only got 1 year
He's
left.
one guy.
No.
He's
he
one
doesn't.
guy.
Yeah.
One guy. Dimwit.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.